that I have no control over Brett's life, right? If Brett does something that puts him at risk, it will now jeopardize my relationship with him, yes? I don't want his relationship legally, financially to impact my relationship with you or with him or her. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Okay, good. So if I have one contract with him, I don't share that contract with you, is my relationship with you at jeopardy? I'll tell you what the biggest mistake, I'll tell you two big mistakes I see people do. They set up a corporation, and that one corporation gets into contract with 9 people. And if ever something happens with any of those 9, now everybody's at risk. Does that make sense? Second big mistake I see a lot of people do when they set up a trust, they make a law firm the trustee. They make the law firm the trustee. It makes sense. I'm going to die. I might as well make the law firm the trustee. Why is that a mistake? Do you know how much a lawyer charges? How much would you charge to set up a trust?
As much as possible.
Okay, just give me a number.
One trust.
One trust?
20, 30.
$20,000 to $30,000, okay? Good. At least. $20,000 to $30,000 is what you charge to set up a trust? Okay. So now I'm going to give you a trust, and let's say there's $5 million in assets in it. And I die, my wife dies. The tax authorities send a bill to my daughter, and they said the value of the assets is so much. You owe so much money in taxes. Do you think my daughter, who's 4.5 years old, has the cash? Yes or no? Guess what the trustee will advise to do?
Sell.
Sell what? Sell the assets. Let me ask you this. Please say this loudly so everybody hears. How much money do you make when you liquidate the assets of my trust?
This is not something I normally do.
Okay, well, okay. Just take a guess.
10%.
10%? Okay. Is 10% a lot more than that $20,000 he charges? That's the second biggest mistake I see everybody do. They make the law firm the trustee. Do not make the law firm the trustee. I have nothing wrong with any lawyers. I think all lawyers are awesome.
Company there instead, right? A private company.
Well, it doesn't matter. Even the company, my end of the day, I want the trustee to be me. After me is whoever I assign to be the trustee. I don't want it to be somebody who's financially going to benefit from telling my daughter, who's 4.5 years old, please liquidate your trust assets because you have to pay the tax authority. Does that make sense?
Yes.
I now want to call for break on time. Thank you for allowing me to be on time. I'll answer all your questions at lunchtime, if that's okay.
5 minutes here.
You have 5 minutes? Okay, good.
We can have 5 minutes here.
Okay, we're going to go for break. So I have time for 5-minute questions. Yes?
Yes, so the company on top of it, to survive you, to outlive you, how do you organize that company instead of the law firm as a trustee?
Sorry, ask that one more time. How do I organize?
Instead of the law firm, right?
Yeah.
Because that's a bad idea.
Yeah.
You put a private company.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who sits there? Is that how would you do it? That's it. That's
Who's
the question.
organizing everything?
Well, I am. So the purpose of a trust, is my why, my dynamic vision. The intention, when I set up an organization, a company or trust, is there to fulfill an intention. Yes or no?
Yeah.
What gives life to a trust is a trust deed. Yes or no?
Yes.
The trust deed is going to be my intention.
So, I have a question.
Yeah.
That structure, how do you know that the people that are in those countries are actually not scammers and that they're going to really do what it's programmed to do? And what happens if, let's say, something happened to you? Who ultimately has all this information and understands the flow?
My wife and the attorney who I used to orchestrate this. Power of attorney is always with my wife or me.
I think Bale's asking what will happen with the assets and the money in the account. He's always going to be the signatory.
Yeah, so let me say it differently. The person who I've assigned is going to be the signatory. So when Sai said to me, Taimour, here's a trust, let's go buy, I said, yes. Sai, it's not you, it's not me. It's this guy. He said, okay. We send the paperwork to that guy, the attorney. So on a contract, Sai and I have a contract with this law firm that says we're going to tell you what to do with this corporation. If somebody, God forbid, wants to sue me, they can, they should. I don't own anything legally. That other attorney is the guy who's making all the decision making. It was when I asked your son, Bruce, please bring me your phone here. And then I asked Bruce, are you my employee? He said, no. I said, am I your employee? Like I influenced Bruce. It's the exact same thing. I'm telling that attorney what to do.
And that attorney has been vetted, they are,
Yeah.
okay.
And by the way, please don't go use my attorneys. Sorry, I shouldn't say that way. I apologize. I don't mean to say that way. You're more than welcome to use my attorneys, but like I bet there are people you trust and you know.
But I'm just thinking in terms of all the offshore structure.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have any experience with
Yeah.
any offshore entities, and, you know, I look at that and work,
No problem. So that's something we could help you with. That's something we can help you with. I can introduce you to the guy we use. He can give you a list of his providers, but they're all law firms and trustees.
So is there like a due diligence process that you got to do to make sure
Yeah.
they're in good standing, they are.
You have to do all that. You have to do all that stuff. But at the end of the day, you're looking for somebody who's got a bar license with a bar like that. And I'm not moving $1 billion to the no-name village of Africa. You know, primarily a Christian. I'll say this way: they're primarily in Christian countries, where there's some version of law around it. Okay, are we good?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to honor break time, or lunchtime, I should say. Thank you. How long is lunch for, Sarah? How long is lunch for?
It's 1 hour.
For 1 hour? Okay.